Baby chicks. Every farmer rejoices at the prospect of receiving new baby chicks, and that is quite understandable because it ensures that their farm is growing, and such growth will ultimately mean increased profit at the end of the day. However, have you heard of the English proverb that says, "Do not count your chicks before they are hatched"? You see, literally, why you should not count your chicks before they are hatched is that sometimes not all the eggs will hatch. So in this video, I will discuss with you 5 reasons why your eggs might not hatch. I will also help you to see how you can increase the hatchability of your eggs. If this looks like something you are interested in, then come closer, let's unbox. But before we start, let me drop this question. What is the highest number of chicks and the lowest number of chicks your mother hen has hatched? Drop your answer in the comment section. Also remember to drop the country where you are watching me from. For me, my highest number has been 14 and my lowest number has been 3. What has been yours? The first reason why your eggs might not hatch is weather conditions. The optimum temperature for eggs hatchability is 37 to 38 degrees Celsius. A continuous temperature range of above 40 degrees Celsius will result in your eggs not hatching, and even if they hatch, some of the chicks might be crippled or even deformed. Have you ever noticed, or have your hen ever hatched a crippled chick before? If you have noticed that in your farm, what later happened to the chick? How did you manage that deformity? Let us know in the comment section. If you are using an incubator, the solution to excessive heat is simple: reduce the source of heat. However, if you are using a mother hen like I do here to hatch your eggs, then that is a different case. The region I live in, northern Nigeria, is one of the hottest in the country. Like, this is midday, the temperature now is about 39 degrees Celsius. So during this period, I have noticed that when the weather is quite hot like this, the mother hen has a way of self-regulating the temperature. You know, when they are incubating the egg, they will just stand up rather than sitting on the eggs. This self-regulating method ensures that the eggs are not receiving much heat again, since the weather condition already is quite hot. The first time I saw this, it was wonderful. Wow, I say, who taught the mother hen how to self-regulate the temperature of the eggs? You know, this is what people that use incubator do. You know, they monitor the heat to know when to lower it, to know when to increase it, but the mother hen does it naturally. Who taught the mother hen how to do something like this? The second factor that affects the hatchability of your eggs is contamination. You see, bacteria exist on the surface of the eggs. So if these bacteria find a way of getting into the egg through the pores on the shell of the egg, then it will contaminate the eggs, and this will result in your eggs not hatching. Ways you can prevent bacterial contamination is to ensure that you prevent your hens from roosting on their laying nests. Constructing higher roosting perches will really discourage them from roosting on their nest, since hens generally prefer to roost up rather than down. Another way some farmers have fight this issue of bacterial contamination is just before incubating the eggs, they drop a little Dettol in warm water solution. They use a soft rag to dip on this warm water solution mixed with Dettol and gently wipe the surface of the eggs before allowing the eggs to be incubated. This ensures that bacteria do not stick on the eggs. If you have gotten value so far from this video, why not click the like button so that more people can see this video and benefit from such content? Wow, it's like this cap is affecting my flow, man. Let me get it out, man. Go to the third reason that will affect the hatchability of your eggs, and that is the age of the eggs. You see, you will increase the chances of your eggs hatching if you incubate them between day 1 to day 10 of their being laid. The older the eggs are, the less likely they will hatch. I'm aware that some hens have hatched up to 15 chicks. What that means is that some eggs that they laid hatch even after 10 days or 12 days. Yes, that can happen sometimes, but generally, the more the eggs stay before they are incubated, the less likely they hatch. So the age of the eggs is one reason why they may not hatch. Now let's go to number 4 reason why your eggs might not hatch. Wow, this sun is really hot. I better go back to my car. Now, reason number 4 why your eggs might not hatch is because they are infertile. You see, without roosters, your hen will lay eggs. Yes, your hens will lay eggs. But the problem is that if their eggs are not fertilized by a rooster, then they will not hatch. That is just that. If your ladies are not properly mounted by your roosters, you can expect that some of their eggs might not hatch. So the number 5 reason why your eggs might not hatch is physical damage to the eggs. This is a no-brainer. So ensure that your hens do not incubate cracked eggs or partially damaged eggs, because they won't hatch. Another practice that discourages hatchability is the practice of using markers to mark your eggs. You see, there are some markers that have toxic chemicals. These markers, if you use them, your eggs will not hatch. Though there are some that are okay and there are some that are toxic. So just ensure, just be careful that the one you are using will not be the one that will make your eggs not to hatch. When your eggs have hatched, it's a joyful day, but it could be daunting to care for those chicks. And that is why I've made this video that you are seeing on your screen now. This video will help you to see how to keep your chicks alive in the first few days. Just watch it and we'll meet again in that video.